to me when I see your hose around your knees. Lord be with you. Greetings. Praise God.
God bless you.
Blessings to you.
Greetings to you as well.
What kind of pig was sitting here?
Greetings.
And with you.
Quick! God! Keep it up.
Hey there! What? Stop a while and have a drink. What? We can play dice.
God be with you.
Ah, Laudetur Jesus Christus! Here you are at last.
Me? And who exactly am I meant to be?
The one I have been summoning. Exorcizo te per Deum vivum, per Deum verum, per Deum sanctum.
I don't understand. What's going on?
You can't hide from me, you monstrum infernae mundum. Now you shall reveal what you... So, you want to play chess again?
Unfortunately,
Ah, but you understand it.
that's not helping.
Are you here to ridicule me, or are we going to play? Last time you didn't beat around the bush. Non te excusa, sed age.
Well, all right. We can play, but only dice. Chess isn't my game.
Aha! That's you all over. You lost last time, so now you're looking to wriggle out of it. Impostor in aeternum. Well, if Fortuna serves you better with the mundus viribus et satana, then let's gamble with dice.
What game would you like to play?
Masters.
Let's...
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
it really falling?
My God! Oh, come on! Someone's throwing well. Aye, that'll do. Here. Aye, that'll do. That's as far as I go. It's yours. If I was you, I'd take it. Aye, that'll do. Here. Oh, come on! Kurva! Why do I even play?
Go!
About time. I'm glad you came. I was starting to think I was in the wrong place.
Greetings. What's going on?
What do you mean, what? I'm waiting for you. I have news from, you know. I've done everything just as we discussed. Tell his lordship. We'll get things started the day after tomorrow.
Good tidings indeed.
Indeed. How many men does Riddle propose to take in the end?
He'll be taking 10.
All right. I'll get weapons for him. Old Luke has been taken care of. Blabbed everything he did. Where are we gathering?
Behind the big barn, not far from there.
The barn? There is no barn. Who the fuck are you?
I'm from Riddle, aren't I?
Oh, yeah. From Riddle. And I'm the bleeding Virgin Mary then, eh?
Now you're gonna get it!
Ha!
do you want?
Just you wait.
Oh, what? That's infuriating.
About time. I'm glad you came. I've done. Tell his
Good time.
in. How many?
He'll be
All right. Oh, little lad. Where are we?
at the tavern.
Why on earth would we? It'll be bloody suspicious. If all don't think the merchant will Riddle would never have come up with that. Who the
I'm from Riddle.
About time. I've done everything. Tell his lord.
Good.
In. How many?
He'll be taken.
All right. Oh, lad. Where are we?
We'll meet at the crossroads.
Which one?
The same as always.
We've never met at any. What the hell kind of? Who the
I'm from.
I wonder what answer it takes.
About time. I'm glad you came. I've done every. Tell his.
Good.
In. How many?
He'll be.
All right. Oh, little lad. Where are we?
We meet up at the brook.
All right. We'll head over there after dark. Drop the money behind the Wagoner's Inn, like always. There we go. That's sorted. The chief is going to be real pleased with me.
This could come in handy. Fine. Looky here. I reckon I'll take that.
The lads will never believe me. Well, well. Can't believe this is just lying around.
The eye drop? The eye drop. Bro.
What a cheap old nag. How bold of you. You steal something from us, and then you go walking around with it on. That's not happening. Surrender at once.
About time. I've done it. Tell his.
Good time.
In. How many?
He'll be.
All right. Oh, little lad. Where are we going?
We meet.
All right. Drop. There we go. That's sorted. The chief is going to be real pleased with me.
This. Come to pa.
Go. Come on. Quick! Quick! Come on.
Whoa! Around and listen. I have to warn you about the
That's a
greatest
fine
evil and
maypole.
danger on God's earth. Men's cruelty and wickedness. You may say that God created Adam and all men in his
Hail
image,
Mary.
so they can't be all that bad.
Sir.
But that's
Greetings, sir.
What's new around?
Vostatek. Lord von Beregov's hunt. He's got a cottage near Vidlak Pond. So if you... I hope he hasn't started drinking. You could also stop by and see... He could tell you all sorts of it. I'm working on a little... We have this little dispute with the Zhelyev. And that's all, lads.
Sounds interesting.
run to the nunnery and give yourselves
You're having problems?
Not just me, mate. The wind... And...
Great.
Not... I'd pay...
go home.
What exactly?
Don't worry. I'd hate to reveal my...
All right.
Listen up, old Olbram, the owner of the... Obviously. Now I mean, you. Simple, right?
Painting a...
Right. First, we have to... I don't reckon we'll be able to get... And daft try if you... But...
All right, then.
Andrew...
Right.
Farewell.
Lord be with you.
How about trying your luck at dice?
What game would you like to play?
I actually...
Good day to you.
I better get going.
People call you the mouth, right?
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Denyek. Got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arseface?
I'm sorry, Stenyak. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
I know quite a few stories myself. How about a trade? A story for a story.
All right, then. But if it's the one about the magic porridge pot, don't bother. I've heard it 100 times. And that story always leaves me feeling hungry.
I know a romantic tale about a knight, his lady love, and 3 impossible tasks he had to undertake to win her heart. He had to bring her the sweetest wine, tame the wildest horse, and make a crown with the rarest gem.
And then? What happened when he'd done all 3?
Oh, the lady of his heart showed her gratitude by giving him the most precious thing she had. And I'm not talking about gold.
Ho! A raunchy ending. That'll be popular with the lads round here. If I were you, I'd make it longer, to last a whole evening. Add a wicked stepmother, that sort of thing. It'll be a hit. And now, I'll tell you a tale in return. So what kind of story would you like to hear? Enough of those in church. But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old wood.
I reckon that was the right choice. Who knows who the silver axe belonged to?
Well, quite. Listen on. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes." Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth, so he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself, so he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny. Only enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down whole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
Well, all was as it should have been.
I don't. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used a silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was... So he started bashing the silver axe against a big stone with the last of his strength. Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no there. He buried both his brother. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the locals have had no dealings with the water goblins. And when you...
That was a very nice story.
Story?
But why hasn't anyone got...
Because it brings Look for your... Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. But leave me out. It was good to see you, Henry.
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
I'm sorry.
A large beer for me.
Let's see what you've got.
bless.
This one is sharpened already.
Good day.
I need something that'll put animals.
Well, it's true. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep in no time. But the recipe is an old blacksmith's secret.
Wouldn't you tell her my dad was a swordsmith?
But you didn't pay much attention, did you now?
No, I don't want it just for the sake.
So, Project and Olbram are at it again. Well, what the hell? Maybe if I help you out, pay up, and
Thank you. What would you say?
well, if you... Aye, listen up. You take some poppy and thistle and boil them in oil.
That doesn't sound too complicated. I'm here then. You said in the alehouse that you could do with a helping hand at the forge, didn't you?
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what's your name? Henry?
That's right.
You said something in the tavern about being a blacksmith's son, didn't you?
Aye, that's me. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing.
Great.
Iron.
You can't... But...
Who's that? You've no business here.
Let's get started.
I never want
Then
to
go
come
over to
here
the
again
anvil.
without-
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up just a far bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above it. Give it a pull. Works better. You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out fast. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. Henry, when you've got a workpiece heated up, you can't just stand there and gape at it. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Pissing down again. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to... There you go! You've got it finished! All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right.
He'd certainly be happy.
If you carry it all, that's why if you were got that...
What good?
It may...
How do I...
By the spot, it
Why should I...
if you but jump the back...
What's the...
Do it, the main... But don't...
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.